when you are, when you're going, when you die, and then there's this life review, it's like, well, you did this, this, and this. That was bad behavior. No, we have to come out of good and bad before we die. We have to totally drop the good and bad ideology, because that's going to leave us up. That's going to lead us into trickery when we get through, or when we go through the transition, right? You were good, you go to heaven. You're bad, you go to hell. Now, what I want to do, it is duality. And what I want to do is I just want to hypothesize for a minute. Okay? Hypothesize for a minute with me. All right. That means put on your new hypothesis hat and let's take a look at something. So, what if the pearly gates? That's not anything we were told it is. Can you imagine? We've been lied to. I know, it's stunning, isn't it? But what if the pearly gates is actually the cervix, and the pearls are the semen that creates us? And well, St. Peter is the holy penis that gives life its signature while in a state of rapturous, orgasmic heaven. I know it is a shock, Trish. Of course it is. So, since heaven means to heave, it relates with the penis heaving its semen into the canal in an ecstatic fashion with his penmanship of creation. I wonder, as the seamen swim upward and inward through the pearly gates of heaven, the cervical gateway, the seamen that are gifted by a good old thrusty St. Peter are seeking the cosmic egg in hopes of connecting to it as it falls. The egg falls from the fallopian tube into the womb to be fertilized by the sperm or the semen that's swimming in the passionate seas of the mother. So if the semen pierces and embeds itself into the ovum, a spark of light, of life occurs, which could be where we get the saying, I see the light, Lord, I seize the light, as our creation takes place. Or in other words, in the beginning, there was the word, or signature penned by Dick himself, with God then saying, let there be light. And boom, there was light and a spark when the seamen swam into the harbor, igniting the ovum, passing from the first canal, falling into this vessel of maternity. When you look at maternity, it's ma turn a key. The mother turns a key where life within the cosmic womb takes place. And suddenly, once the light is sparked, there we are. Now we are now in a 9-month long retention center, being grown and designed, metamorphosized, only to be recycled back into this world by some set of cords or invisible vacuum sucks us right back into this dense plane of inertia, where we are used as battery cells, labor force or forced labor, and as loose meat energy for the synthetically disorganized, derealized system again and again and again, in a looping rinse, wash, and repeat recycling structure that is never meant to end. And you say, well, they're trying to kill us all off. Yes, they're trying to kill many of us off. Rinse, cycle, and repeat cycle. Rinse, wash, rinse, wash, and repeat. And that's true. But the question is, why? Because they need us. And we're going to get into that. because there's some answers here that I'm seeing. But right in this, it's always been about reincarnation. It's always been about coming back over and over and over again to be the battery. Okay? So the question is, okay, in the womb, is that where we do our life review? Are the amniotic walls a screen where our previous existence is projected onto so we can see the errors of our ways? Jimmy, next one, please. If so, is this the way that we can review our karmic debts? The very debts that lure us back here through coerced guilt and the spiritual extortion that is used upon us over and over again after every passing. You killed 5 flies. What about that rattlesnake, Raven? What about when you had to put your dog down when they were suffering? Oh, but you put animals down at the vets. What about when you were disobedient with your parents? And on it will go, because it will never end until they literally pull you back into the idea that you owe some karmic debt to this realm and you have to pay it. It's called a debt lack promissory note, AEIOU system. IOU system, the vowels tell us what kind of system this is, right? AE for ether, EA for earth, IOU. Okay, so the life review is all about the karmic debt IOU system. So the thing that I want to tell all of you is to start practicing every single day to say no to the life review. You don't have to do a life review. It's a bunch of bullshit. You've lived your life. You know what you've done. You know what you've said. You don't need to review it. Who are you to review this with? Why? Because it goes to that whole school of thought that we're here and this is a university, this is a school to learn lessons. No, this is a farm to harvest us. And therefore, it's not us that needs to be concerned about karmic debt, but that which has been harvesting us. And they're the ones that do the life review with you. So you need to learn how to tell them to fuck off. Okay, yeah, because the AI machine is all about keeping all the records of everything anyone has ever done. From the moment you took your first breath and the umbilical cord was wrapped around you for 5 seconds or 2 minutes, and what your blood type is and the stamp of your blood, you know, the foot on the thing, and your name and your this and your blood type and your social, I mean, everything about you has been recorded inside the AI machine. Forget the Akashic records. Don't worry about them. Okay? So everything it is AI. It is all about the AI system. Okay? Remember where you are. So everything that is here has to do with the machine. So leave it go. Great question, by the way. And I used to believe in the Akashic records as well. Okay, so you don't need to go up against that AI machine, and you don't owe it anything. It owes you, and it owes you your freedom. So you need to know that. Okay, it owes you the letting go of your signature, because once you take the stand and say I'm done with this, then it needs to be done. Then it's done. Okay, but you have to take the steps, and the first step is you don't go to the light, and the second step is you don't do a life review, period. Now let's keep going, because you're going to see a lot of this. Okay, so it's those debts that lure us back through this, like I said, with that coerced guilt and the spiritual extortion that is used upon us over and over again after every passing, right? And that would be, well, but if you owe something, you owe because you did this or you did that or whatever, and you did these 12 things. It's like, remember the movie with Meryl Streep and what's his name, that comedian with the curly hair, and it was called Defending Your Life. What a great movie. But they go up in front of the life review in order to come back to be recycled. They made reincarnation look fantastic, that movie. If you haven't seen it, maybe watch it. It's a good movie. And then do the opposite of everything they're doing. Okay. So they'll say, okay, so you did X, Y, and Z and B. So how about you go back and this time you can work on saving the earth, or you can work saving the oceans, or you can work on saving the children, or you can work on saving your family lineage, or you can rise up, and instead of being in high school level life, you're in university life now, or you can play the next time you come around and have fun. There's just so many different programs, out there for us to choose from, to be coerced into. Defending Your Life. It is selling a product with Meryl Streep.